In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on May 18, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Pittsburgh Pirates versus Chicago Cubs. National League Central foes will finish up a 3-game series Wednesday night at Wrigley Field, with the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Chicago Cubs. The first 2 games of the set have gone in favor of the Cubs, who won 7-0 on Tuesday night to hit as a favorite. Pittsburgh falls into 4th place in the division at 15-21, while the Cubs are now just ahead with a record of 15-20. The season series is now tied up at 4 wins apiece, with Chicago winning 3 of the 4 matchups at Wrigley Field in 2022 thus far. The Pirates are 30-66 in their last 96 versus a lefty starter, and 26-61 in their last 87 versus the National League Central. Pitt is 12-39 in their last 51 Wednesday games. Meanwhile, the Cubs are 15-36 in their last 51 at home and 9-27 in their last 36 at home versus a right-handed starter. The over is 3-0-1 in Chicago's last 4 overall. This matchup features a pair of teams heading in opposite directions at the moment. While the Cubs are ascending, playing their best stretch of ball this season, the Pirates have been putrid offensively, amassing 1 run on 8 total hits over their last 3 games. Smiley has pitched better than his 1-4 record indicates, with a solid 3.64 ERA, and will have no issues against the reeling Pittsburgh lineup. On the other side, Mitch Keller has really struggled all season. The Cubs have put up 16 runs over the last 2 games and look poised to continue their offensive barrage. The Cubs are 4-0 in their last 4, while the Pirates are 2-4 in their last 6. Both starters could use a bounce-back performance in this one. Keller has given up 10 earned runs on 11 hits and 5 walks in 9 innings across his last 2 starts. As for Smiley, he surrendered 10 hits, 4 earned and a walk in 6 innings during a loss to Arizona his last time up. This game could turn into a high-scoring affair early if neither starter can find their form. Ultimately, the game is probably in the Cubs' control, though. Pittsburgh really needs to get it together on offense. The Chicago Cubs money line is our full game side pick. These starting pitchers don't exactly jump off the page. In fact, Mitch Keller has been among the worst starting pitchers in the league this season. However, Pittsburgh's recent offensive output makes the over an untenable play. The Pirates are averaging less than 3 hits per game over their last 3 games and look completely lost at the plate. Drew Smiley will add to their misery with a decent showing. Even if Keller struggles, don't expect the Cubs to pile up the high run totals we have seen the last 2 nights. Even with these teams not featuring good pitching overall, the offenses haven't shown they are strong enough for these games to hit the total. Chicago is still a rebuilding offense that only has a 95 WRC plus on the season, indicating its scoring numbers should come back down a bit soon. Contreras has at least plenty of flashed upside during his very brief MLB tenure, striking out nearly a third of opposing batters he's faced thus far. Don't expect these rebuilding teams to start putting up massive numbers at the plate anytime soon, especially Pittsburgh given its recent slump. Plus, the under is 4-0-1 in Chicago's last 5, and 5-1-1 in Pittsburgh's last 7. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Angels versus Texas Rangers. The Texas Rangers play host to the Los Angeles Angels on Wednesday evening in the finale of their 3-game series from Globe Life Field. Despite the difference in the standings, where the Angels find themselves a handful of games up on the Rangers, the series has gone in a different direction. Texas was able to grab the win in the series opener, and after finding itself down quickly in Tuesday's meeting, was able to battle back for the late-inning victory. Los Angeles took 3 of 4 when these two met back in April, though, and while they have struggled this week, they certainly won't go down without a fight in Wednesday's finale. The Angels are 5-2 in their last 7 road games and 16-7 in their last 23 overall. The Rangers are 6-2 in their last 8 games as an underdog and 6-20 in their last 26 Wednesday games. The over is 7-3-2 in Angels' last 12 versus American League West. The over is 5 to 2 to 1 in Rangers' last 8 home games. The over is 5 to 0 to 2 in the last 7 meetings in Texas and 5 to 0 to 2 in the last 7 meetings. Los Angeles has been tearing it up with the plate as the Angels are leading baseball in runs scored with an average of 4.89 runs per game. Los Angeles is third in slugging percentage and sixth in team batting average. Los Angeles has hit 49 home runs through 38 games and is on a pace to hit 209 home runs for the season. Los Angeles starting pitcher Shohei Ohtani has been tough on the mound over the last 3 starts, allowing 13 hits and just 3 runs in 18 innings pitched with 20 strikeouts and 3 walks. Ohtani has also been tearing it up at the plate with 8 doubles, 8 home runs, and 27 RBIs. Texas Rangers starting pitcher Dane Dunning was hit hard last time out against Boston, allowing 6 hits and 5 runs in 5 2/3 innings, and the Rangers lost 7-1. Shohei Ohtani is having his best season on the mound to date, with a WHIP under 1 and an ERA under 3. I'm not in the business to bet against Ohtani as long as the prices are reasonable. Dane Dunning has been hit or miss this season, and he's allowed 8 hits and 6 runs in his last 11.2 innings. The Angels should get the job done here, as the Rangers have offensive issues as it is, and now they're going up against a quality pitcher. The Angels have been one of the best teams in baseball over the start of the season, and while they lost the first 2 games of this series, they are primed for a bounce back in this one. The Los Angeles Angels money line is our full game side pick. The first 2 games of this series have seen some high offensive outputs, and this third one is likely to be much of the same. Even with Ohtani on the mound, his struggles against Texas last month mean that this offense will have some confidence against one of baseball's best arms. Adding in that Texas has found success against Los Angeles bullpen this season, they'll score some in their own right. For the Angels, they have one of baseball's deepest offenses, and they'll like their chances to come away with a few innings of crooked numbers in this one. Additionally, according to covers.com, the over is 5 to 0 to 2 in the last 7 meetings overall between these 2 teams, all of which were in Texas. When these 2 get together on the diamond, the total has finished over in 5 of the last 7 played in Texas and 5 of the last 7 overall. Los Angeles is scoring an average of 4.89 runs per game and will be up against a Texas club that has an ERA of 4.07. Plus, the total has finished over in 5 of the Rangers' last 8 games played at home. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago White Sox versus Kansas City Royals. The Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals meet in an American League Central matchup in MLB action from Kauffman Stadium on Wednesday night. The Kansas City Royals are 13-22 this season and have lost 3 of their last 5 games. Prior to this series, Kansas City won 2 of 3 against the Colorado Rockies. The Kansas City pitching staff has a 4.49 ERA, a 1.37 WHIP, and a .255 opponent batting average. The Royals offense has scored 123 runs with a .225 batting average and a .290 on-base percentage this year. Andrew Benintendi is batting .304 with 2 home runs and 16 RBI for the Royals this season. The projected starter for Kansas City is Zach Greinke, who is 0-2 this season with a 3.52 ERA and a 1.17 WHIP over 38.1 innings pitched this season. The Chicago White Sox are 18-18 this season and have won 3 of their last 5 games. Chicago won the first 2 games of this series, but lost Game 3 by a score of 2-1 on Tuesday. The Chicago pitching staff has a 3.62 ERA, a 1.31 WHIP, and a .231 opponent batting average this season. The White Sox offense has scored 126 runs with a .227 batting average and a .283 on-base percentage. Jose Abreu is batting .211 with 3 home runs and 14 RBI for the White Sox this season. The projected starter for Chicago is Lucas Giolito, who is 2-1 with a 2.7 ERA and a 1.13 WHIP over 26.2 innings pitched this season. Chicago is 7-1 in their last 8 road games and 2-7 in their last 9 game 4 seconds of a series. The over is 3-1 in Chicago's last 5 Wednesday games. Kansas City is 8-18 in their last 26 games and 2-9 in their last 11 game 4 seconds of a series. The over is 6-1 in Kansas City's last 7 Wednesday games. The under is 19-6-1 in these 2 teams' last 26 head-to-head meetings. Chicago entered this contest with a lot of things going their way. First, Giolito has looked very good for the White Sox. The right-hander right-hander has been solid in his career against Kansas City, going 8-4 with a 3.43 ERA in 17 appearances. Greinke has not been as good against the White Sox, going 9-10 in his career with a 3.97 ERA. The Royals' offense is not very good. They do not have the power, and they are only hitting .225 at home with 7 home runs in 16 games. It is no wonder why this club is 6-10 in their own home ballpark. This should be a pretty good pitching matchup between Greinke and Giolito in this matchup. Greinke had been solid before giving up 5 earned runs over 4.2 innings pitched in his last start. Giolito has been very good in his last few starts and has been slightly better than Greinke this year. I give the clear edge to the White Sox in this game. The Chicago White Sox to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This should be a solid matchup pitching-wise. Both starters have had some success against the opponent, and they are benefiting from facing offenses that are not exactly potent. That should give both the opportunity to hold the scoring down. That has been seen in the first 2 games of the series, as 8 runs were scored in the first contest and only 3 in the first game of the doubleheader. Entering Tuesday night's game, Chicago had gone under in 4 straight games and had gone under in 6 of their last 7 on the road. Kansas City had gone under in 9 of their last 13 at home. These teams have gone under in 19 of the last 26 meetings, including 8 of the last 9 in Kansas City. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.